Hey, AfterBuzzers, we are back with Dance Moms Season 7, Episode 18, more with Miss Lorianne Gibson, all coming up. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
I love like the remix thing going on. I know. With this.
They make remixes of, at my gym especially, plays like the worst remixes of like...
Is that like a playlist?
Fleetwood Mac songs, and like things that should never be remixed into a techno version.
It's just a playlist. It's like, here's the playlist of worst remixes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Listen to it.
Hey guys, how you doing? We're starting off with our opinion on remixes. Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Dance Moms AfterBuzz TV panel. We are continuing on where we left off last week, but first let's introduce ourselves. Let's start with Miss Becca.
Hi, I'm Becca Brown. Y'all can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Becca B.
Y'all can find me.
Did you guys know Becca's from Dallas? I seriously couldn't tell.
And my name's Karina Vargas. You guys can find me everywhere on Twitter and Instagram at KarinaXVRGS.
And Karina's got that heavy Brooklyn accent.
Yeah. No.
I know. I'm kidding. I can't, she doesn't have an accent to me. But
So you can't make fun of her.
Yeah.
Karina.
Karina, do you
Accent.
think she has a southern accent?
When I say y'all.
Yeah,
Really?
only when she says y'all.
Okay. Cool. And I'm
Y'all.
Tamra. I'm Tamra Brown, and you can find me on YouTube at Hey Tamra. I'm in the process of changing all of my handles to Hey Tamra, so check out Hey Tamra.
Ooh.
Hey
Tamra.
Hey Tamra, that's me. So yeah, this is a weird episode because it basically is just a continuation of, it's almost like a cheat episode.
It is kind of like a cheat episode, but I get why they did it because Chloe being back is such a milestone for especially Dance Moms fans who have been there since the beginning. I mean, you can be a Dance Moms fan and not be there from the beginning, I feel like, but for those who have watched every episode since season 1, it's Chloe was the little superstar of season 1 next to Maddie.
It's a piece has been filled finally.
Yeah.
With Chloe being
The
back.
missing
Yeah.
puzzle
the
piece is
missing
back.
puzzle piece.
Yeah, I know. I watched your last week's panel, and you're super thrilled that Chloe's back.
Yeah.
So that's... Did you guys think, am I alone in thinking that Christy looks really great? I don't know what
Oh
she
my
does.
God, that's
She-
exactly what I was saying last
something
episode.
in her face, and she's had work done in the past.
I was gonna say it's called money.
It's called
Yeah.
money.
But she looks good.
But I can't tell. I'm usually pretty good at being able to tell is it nose? Is it fillers? What is it?
I think she
can't-
got her lips done.
Really?
I see it in
And
the
those,
lips,
maybe.
but I think they look great.
Yeah.
I think she looks fantastic.
She might have just lost some weight because she just her face looks smaller.
She does look
Yeah.
like she lost weight as well. I was looking at an interview with Chloe and Christy that they did a AOL build, and Christy looked like she was Chloe's sister in it,
Yeah.
which was odd to me. I was like, wait, one sec.
Yeah, and even I think it was past weekend they went to the Teen Choice Awards, and she went with her, and so I saw and she was like, oh my gosh, she looks so pretty,
She looks
both
like
of
a
them. Yeah, she looks like Chloe's sister.
Yeah, both of them look great.
It's kind of unfair.
Yeah. Maybe she stopped drinking because that'll your face will lose puff because she used to drink a lot.
Possibly.
You know how in every episode she was
She stopped drinking
sneaking off
because
to
she
the bar.
wasn't on the show.
Yeah. Could be. Maybe we solved it. So we start out the episode with just jumping off of the Christy the blow up that happened between Kendall and I'm blanking on Kendall's mom's name.
Kendall,
Jill.
Christy.
And between
Yeah.
Jill and Christy.
Yeah,
That whole thing. So they were
Poor
really
Kendall and Chloe.
they were really dragging that one out for a couple episodes.
They're like, cliffhanger!
Yeah. So we go on with that. Abby's still in Mexico. We still don't know what her sentence
Abby's
is.
MIA.
Yeah, Abby's MIA. They mentioned that at this time, this is back in February, she was in Mexico. So Lorianne Gibson does still have the reins, and considering Lorianne Gibson's portfolio, like she's doing, this is like a huge opportunity for the girls. So they're super excited about it because, as we all know, Lorianne has choreographed for blah, 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 literally
Beyonce,
everybody.
Lady
Yep.
Gaga.
She mentions it a million times. But
She kind of
one
brags.
fun fact that I am super excited about, if we want to go ahead and pull up the YouTube clip, Lorianne Gibson was a fly girl from In Living Color, which was like my childhood dream. I like wanted to be a fly girl. I don't know if do you guys even know what In Living Color is?
I don't. I think we're about to find out.
Yeah.
It was a sketch comedy show in the 90s with like Jim Carrey and Jamie Foxx was on it, David Alan Grier, like a bunch of
So anyone who was everyone.
all the Wayans brothers, and one of the Wayans sisters. And yeah, and so every time it opened up, there was, and Jennifer Lopez was one of the dancers, just like Lorianne
wow.
Gibson. So every time
Interesting.
the show started, you'd see the Fly Girls dancing. Now we can take a look. Yeah.
Wow.
The moon float like a balloon. You see, it's never too late and it's never too soon.
I can't tell. You can't tell.
Yeah, I'm like, wait,
Yeah, you can't
slow
tell.
it down a little. I can't
And
tell.
how would
Yeah.
you feel knowing prejudice was obsolete and all mankind danced
Yeah,
to
we
the
can kinda,
exact
like-
beat, and at night it was safe to
Slow-mo.
walk down the
It'll
street.
play. When it cuts, we can. There we go. That's good. Cool. Yeah, Jennifer Lopez was one of the Fly Girls. Rosie
pretty
Perez
cool.
was
That is
one of the
cool.
Fly Girls, and Lorianne Gibson was one of the Fly Girls, and I was so excited about
She
that.
was fly.
I was obsessed
She
with the
was
Fly
fly.
Girls when I was
Ha.
little. And apparently they're bringing back In Living Color, and so they were like casting for new Fly Girls and stuff like that. So yeah, they're
Are
trying
they?
to reboot.
So you got audition.
They're trying to reboot. We should all audition.
I know we should.
Oh,
Becca's ready now.
I would definitely not get that part.
Yeah.
Why? You're
In
like
your top
yeah.
right now. You're ready.
You're dancing ready.
Maybe some practice first.
So the girls were at competition, which is a fierce dance competition in Panorama City, which is in the Deep Valley here in LA. And so the girls are going up against MDP, which is the team that Chloe's dancing on. And I really like this team. The last time we saw them, their instructor, she seems really cool.
Yeah, she seems really nice.
Yeah, they seem like it's like a pretty chill team with like no drama. And like they don't seem to do those like gloating things and like trying to pick fights like other teams do sometimes.
Yeah.
The moms are like hidden behind the scenes.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah,
Who
that's
knows?
true.
Which
They
Who
don't-
knows? Maybe they're wild too.
Maybe they are, because fun fact, when Yolanda was here last season, she's like at Eliana's actual dance studio in Denver. In Denver, I don't actually go in because a lot of the moms are like that and like to pick fights and stuff. So I never really go into the studio because I don't want to be involved in the drama at Eliana's studio. So
Wait, you were at the studio in Denver?
no, Yolanda
Oh, she
and
said that.
Eliana.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got
But
it.
maybe the moms don't go in as much.
Yeah. Yeah. it
They
could
probably
be.
just drop
Or
them
like,
off.
because sometimes the producers probably say like, can you say something about one of the girls, how you don't like her hair, and they're probably grown-ups who are just like, no, I'm not gonna say that. So
Yeah,
they're gonna be
maybe.
like, okay, cool. Well, then you're not on the show.
Yeah.
Great. You don't get a part in the show.
You don't get a part if you're not going to pick on a 13-year-old like we told you to. So.
Yikes. I do like about the on the other side of the Christy Jill fight that like backstage Chloe and Kendall can still find a way to get along.
I know. I love that.
They're so
I
adorable.
love-
Chloe's like, I'm so sorry.
Chloe is so mature.
Yeah,
Like,
when like Christy's crying and she's like, "Don't cry." Don't cry."
yeah, and then even at the very end when everything happened, like she went into this to the girls' rooms and stuff, and she like said stuff. Not gonna say
That
what
was
she
so
said.
Yeah, not yet. Later.
Yeah,
I was crying at the end.
real quick, before we get any further, how did you guys, what did you think? How did you think it was going to turn out? Like, what would have been your predictions to who won?
Oh, dance-wise?
Oh, from the solos or the groups?
Both.
Group, definitely MDP. Solos, if any of the ALDC girls had won, I would think Macy.
Yeah.
I mean, for the group, I also thought MDP. And then for the solos, I thought Nia would have won first place, then Macy, and then Cameron.
Okay, cool. I'm just curious.
I just think, honestly, I was kind of underwhelmed by Lauren's choreography.
I know, so was I.
Yeah.
Like, it's the type of choreography you see on stage, yes. But is the kind of choreography that we're used to seeing on the show Dance Moms.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they say it in the end, but I was already thinking it when they were showing the dances, is that it was kind of like Abby has been doing these competitions forever. Like,
For years.
She knows what the judges want to see. That's why there's so many cutie, the youngest girl on the team doing an acro dance. Like, she knows the judges love that. And like, modern dance over hip hop, she knows the judges prefer modern to hip hop. Like, those are the like tricks that, even though Lorianne Gibson, her amazing like portfolio of work, there's different rules and standards, I guess, in competition.
Yeah.
Which
That's
is like,
true.
but like, if you're a dancer, like, which would you rather
style?
be trying to be the best competition dancer, or would you rather be trying to be the best like commercial dancer?
Yeah.
You know?
I would say it depends on what you're doing at the moment.
And I think that's what like Lorianne's thing was, that she wanted the dancers to kind of like step out of the whole like competition, because they know how to win competitions, but Lorianne wanted them to kind of like do something different so that they could advance and make themselves better, so that when they're out in the real world, they're able to like get jobs and stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Did you guys like Cameron's muscle bodysuit?
I did not at the very beginning, but then when I saw it on stage, I actually thought it looked better, because it actually looked tight and like it fit well with her body. But in the very beginning, I was like, what is she wearing?
Yeah.
Like, the judges and everybody's all just focus is going to be on the costume and not on her dance. But
You know what I was upset with in this episode mostly?
Tell us.
I mentioned it last week when Gia wasn't part of the choreography stuff. But I felt like Gia was like this, like, let's make her the hype person of this episode and like let her have like one thing to say here and there.
Yeah.
And when she was like saying, oh yeah, that's good choreography, it looked like it was like a total lie. Like, the producers were like forcing her to say that it was good choreography for the stage. And she was just like,
Gia said that?
Yeah.
Gia said it was good choreography?
She was like complimenting like a dance, and I'm like, but wasn't as good as Abby's dances normally are. No.
Yeah, I'm disappointed that 2 episodes ago we left with Gia being kind of like upset that the girls wanted another instructor, and then they just kind of like left that. They didn't wrap that up at all. So
Poor Gia. I love Gia.
I do too. I really wish that maybe like she could try doing one on her own without Abby being there. I think that would just be awesome.
Well, I was looking at Twitter comments last night, or YouTube comments actually last night, and someone mentioned that when Abby was gone, I think like last season or 2 seasons ago, and Gia took over for like 2 weeks, they won both competitions. Like, all the solos and the group dances won at both competitions that Gia took over for. So I think Gia would be a really good choice to take over the team.
She's absolutely capable. Like, Gia's amazing. But it's again that thing of like, if I were these girls who have been dancing with Abby for like a few years now, I'd be like, okay, we know how to win a dance competition in Panorama City, which for those of you outside of LA, that's like a suburb. It's kind of like where are we? So it's like, is that a big deal? Or do you want to learn how to dance for music videos and for TV commercials and for things like that? So if I were the girls, I would want to start taking, you know, like Gia's great at competitions, but like, you know, I'd want to start learning from somebody who's actually been in the business.
Yeah, it's good to have like somebody else like have a different aspect on dancing and try different like
Or
styles, I guess.
or have Lorianne like on the side, someone like Lorianne on the side, to maybe not choreograph the competition dances, but teach them dances that they can do in practice outside of competition, if that makes sense.
Yeah, just in their classes, like teach some classes.
Yeah, for class.
Yeah,
class
I bet
wise.
they are doing like master classes with different people and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But it's just kind of like, you know, Maddie moved on, and I feel like the girls are getting older, and it's just they're all gonna start to move on. It's time to start moving into the real world.
Speaking of the girls getting older, I'm kind of disappointed we haven't seen much of Kalani lately
Yeah.
I know we have
on the show.
Why do you think that is?
I honestly don't know, but like Kalani has so much potential. I think her and Nia are the oldest on the team.
Yeah. I think
Kalani's career is gonna take off as soon as she's done with high school.
Yeah.
To be honest, her dance career is gonna
Skyrocket.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't think she gets enough attention from the producers of the show, though. I think dance-wise, she's one of the best, if not the best, on the team.
Yeah, for sure. I totally agree. Something tells me though that she's like pulled away for personal reasons a lot. Like I feel like, you know,
Family reasons. Yeah, because that's what happened with Kira. That would make sense to me. JMNYC says they should have gone to Debbie Allen.
Oh my
Instead
god,
of-
that's exactly what I was thinking too.
Yep, I kind of agree with that.
And didn't Debbie Allen was on last season
Yeah.
or the season before?
To,
and they went to
help
Debbie
Nia.
Allen. Mhm.
Yeah. Oh my god, I
That
love
was a
her.
fun
I liked
episode.
her.
I remember they did an African dance.
Yes.
They should have brought her.
They also need
Now
to
that I think
showcase
about it.
Nia more.
Yeah.
Speaking of
They
Nia.
do. I thought in last night's episode.
I
think
love-
She was
they did-
showcased.
Yeah,
I loved
she was.
seeing Nia do because when Abby, the rare times that Abby lets Nia dance, it's very theatrical because she likes the thing she likes best. The thing that Abby likes best about Nia is her like expression and her acting, and so we don't usually see Nia dancing a modern dance. So I really liked seeing that, but I don't know, seeing these dances on stage is kind of like I'm like, ooh, I hate to say it, but like Abby really does know what she's doing because.
Well, yeah. And because, well, continue with that thought.
Well, because like Macy is an amazing. I love watching Macy dance, but the dance that she did, I don't think it showcased her best because Macy hip hop that I love watching is like it's like super. She moves so sharp and fast. And the hip hop dance, and it might have been because she forgot some of it and she was freestyling. It might have been because of that. But like the dance that Lorianne had her doing, even though it was hip hop, it just wasn't that like super fast, sharp style that I think she's really good at.
Yeah.
I think the hip hop choreography on the show is lacking. Based off of my sister doing hip hop and being an incredible hip hop dancer growing up.
In the Dallas hip hop scene.
Yeah, I just think that like even Abby's hip hop choreography is not the strongest in the world.
Sure.
But Macy killed it, and I think she probably did better freestyling than she would have with the choreography that was given to her. So
Okay.
Yeah. I also agree
she should
with
have
you.
won.
I don't think. I mean,
I
don't know.
think.
I think that she shouldn't. I mean, okay, maybe I don't know. This sounds really mean, but I didn't like it because like it was slow and like you said, it wasn't like the fast hip hop that like I wanted to see her because I was so excited of seeing her do like her hip hop because I know how like talented she is. Like I see all her videos on Instagram and like I rewatch them and stuff, but it's like it wasn't what I was. It's not what I wanted. So it.
I
What
loved though the death drop she did at the end.
Oh,
She's
I
that's
love that. That's her
the
signature.
like thing where she looks like she's gonna go back
Back
and
up.
then she
That's-
doesn't.
that is the
That scared me
signature-
half to death.
Yeah, that is the signature move of another Lifetime show, Bring It, that I'm also on the AfterBuzz panel for.
Yes.
Bring It does the death drop and their like pretty much all of their dances. I don't think they have like a copyright on it or anything like that, but that's like their signature. I've honestly never seen a white girl do it before. that was like
It's super good.
Yeah, she did a great job.
Also, speaking of Macy, I was gonna talk about her mom's facial expression. To be honest, watching her dance, kind of funny. I was like, I wanna make GIFs and post them as reaction shots
I didn't notice that. Yeah, I'd like to see that.
because she's
What
super
faces
good at
does she make?
reactions.
What is she doing?
I don't know if I can imitate it and do it justice.
Try,
but
try. Do it.
I'll pass.
Okay.
But I think they're GIF worthy for reactions.
You should make
Okay.
some.
So
Ooh, Becca says GIF instead of GIF.
I say GIF.
Dividing the room.
I say gift.
You say GIF, I say GIF too.
I say GIF.
Um,
Like peanut butter.
do you guys think? Okay, so speaking of what's Maisie's mom's name? Well, so
losing it.
when Christy's sitting behind her, like Christy's known for her like snide comments, and I think a lot of time Christy's funny, but sometimes she's just like mean for no reason. But when Christy says to Macy's mom, she's like, it seemed like it was completely out of nowhere because it's not like she was provoked or anything, and she's like, go back to 2007 with that Kate Gosselin hair, and it was one of those things where I'm just like, I hate that Christy kind of like has to trash talk people unprovoked, like she's the one that's starting it, but at the same time that was super accurate because she does have that. I've thought from this whole season that that hairstyle is like a Kate Gosselin like 10 years ago when like everybody, I had that hairstyle 10 years ago. It's like a super popular Kate Gosselin hairstyle.
Her mom's name is Jamie.
Jamie?
Oh, yeah, Jamie.
Jamie Case.
Oh, that doesn't. Okay, cool. I would never have guessed that. It doesn't ring a bell to me. Yeah. So we can go into the. So we saw Macy. We saw
Cameron.
Cameron's dance. Oh, we talked about that, the costume. But like, yeah, I agree. Like that costume was gross at first, but then it really, once seeing her dance, it's like it kind of highlighted the moves because like I noticed things that I probably wouldn't have if she wasn't wearing a creepy muscle. It was like Bill Nye the Science Guy or whatever one of those science shows were.
Yeah.
That he used to be in like the muscle bodysuit.
I was like, this is odd. This is quite odd. I think another thing, speaking of these dances that kept the girls from placing at the end, is the types of dances.
Yeah.
Modern, contemporary, and hip hop are normally, like Abby has said that lyrical and jazz are normally the types of dances that win.
Contemporary too, no?
Contemporary, yeah, but I feel like only certain people can really like do contemporary
Kalani.
justice. Kalani, Maddie could do contemporary. I feel like Eliana and Liliana could.
For Cameron's dance, I was actually really surprised like how well her acting was too, because before she like went in and danced, she was talking about how she wasn't confident with the costume and stuff, but when she went on that stage, I was like, she's confident. Like she, like her acting and her facials and everything were like on point. So
the first thing I noticed was her facial expressions, and I was like, dang.
Before the costume.
Yeah. See, those are things that we don't get to see, you know, when Abby utilizes the same people over and over again, we don't get to see those little nuances of the people that we don't get to see very much. It's really fun.
Exactly. And credit to Lorianne because I liked seeing new people dancing.
Me too.
I really like Cameron.
I think
I do
Cameron has
too.
potential.
I just think she hasn't been showcased like she should.
She probably doesn't have the confidence because she hasn't been showcased.
Exactly.
She just strikes me as kind of like a little smarter and more mature than the other girls maybe. Like that's how it seems to me. And so I feel
Her
like
mom seems that way to me too.
And I think she may just also be kind of like more shy and stuff, since she still kind of is
The new
in a
kid.
way like the new kid. and she hasn't been on the show for long. So I feel like maybe that also has something to do with the fact. Maybe also why she doesn't dance as much too, why they don't put her in front of the camera as much.
Because you get a lot more drama with like Kendall, like in this episode, but we see this all the time where Jill is like trying to console Kendall, and she goes, "Stop it! Stop! I don't just leave it alone." And like we see that from those like, little blow-ups from Kendall all the time. I mean,
like, Kendall's a teenager, so
she's a teenager.
They're all teenagers, so that's what I expect
still,
from them.
It's just kind of like not all teenagers act like that. The ones whose moms let them act like that. They get.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I feel like Cameron, like Nia, maybe. Actually, Bren, she seems pretty chill. Like even though her mom can be real kooky, she seems like she's kind of got it.
But
together.
Brent's had those moments where she's like, "Mom, stop."
Yeah,
Mom,
like that
stop.
one time when they were like in the aisle.
Wasn't it last week?
Yeah, the divorce. No, not last
Or
week.
2
It was
weeks
like 2
ago,
weeks ago,
where
the
she was like,
divorce.
"Mom, stop, get away."
Yeah.
No, like, can we get the camera back here?
Jill.
Speaking of Jill.
So, Lorianne brings in David Phillips, who's like a music producer, and just randomly backstage brings him in and is like, "Hey girls, what do you got? Show me your stuff." And so Kendall and Nia sing a little bit.
Yeah, and that was awesome because, like, I think it was Nia who said that Abby wouldn't have done that for them. You know, she wouldn't have pulled every connection that she could to like bring them in and like hear them sing and stuff. So I thought that was really cool for Lorianne to do for them.
Yeah,
I think so as well. And also, I was very, very impressed with the voices.
I know that too.
This episode, because I feel like we've heard them sing like behind a mic with like a full-on band, but that doesn't really give you a chance to hear their talent, their raw talent.
Yeah, that's true, because when Kendall sang, like she just did a little like acapella. Honestly, I didn't think Kendall was. I thought she's like an okay singer based on her music videos and stuff. But hearing her sing acapella, I was like, oh yeah, she's a pretty good singer.
I was like, she stayed in tune. I was go Kendall.
Yeah.
And Nia as well. I was getting a little nervous. I was like, are they gonna stay on tune and sound good? And they did.
I know they did. They really did.
Do you think they're as good singers as they are dancers?
Yes.
Loaded question.
Yes.
I gotta say, I don't think they are, but whatever. That's my.
I think they have potential to be.
They have potential to be better singers, or to like improve. Maybe, I don't know, more classes, more training their vocals and stuff.
Their voice.
Yeah.
And probably it's just like it. Your confidence as a dancer, I guess maybe your confidence as a singer comes from a different place, because they both, when put on the spot like that, they both seemed like kind of reserved, like just a little. They were no Christina Aguilera, who's like busts out with this strong ass voice when asked, like.
And also because they're new.
No, but they're also 14 and 15, 16.
And they're new to the music world too.
You've seen, there's people that we've seen when they started when they were that age, and we'll see those clips of them just belting. The walls are shaking. Not that everybody has to be the kind of singer where you belt, 14 but and 16. Yeah, but yeah, they're like off the cuff acapella singing. That was fun to see. I like that.
No, I liked that a lot.
I like this episode had a lot of little like fun things that we don't normally get to see. So it was just like it was really fun. Had a lot of like little nuggets like that. I really enjoyed.
And I liked the behind the scenes action. I felt like we got more of that this episode than normal.
Especially more of the girls too.
More of the girls backstage. Instead of like them doing like little confessionals, like Abby said this, I'm scared because, or something like that.
Yeah. So I guess let's go ahead and go to the. Did you guys like MDP's dance, their Devil's Playground?
I liked that dance way more than the group dance for ALDC. I was very, very confused. The end of the group dance was good for ALDC. Mm-hmm. But the beginning was, I don't know. weird
Yeah.
and confusing.
It is weird. And the little girls being dogs on the leashes, and then it was like...
I thought that was odd.
Yeah, I thought
it
that was
seemed like
odd, too.
Nia and... I think it was Nia and Kendall were the ones that were holding the leashes. And
think
they
it-
didn't...
I honestly felt like that was just to get the minis
Little
like in
ones to
there.
be in it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
And they're such amazing dancers. It's like, is
Yeah.
that
Like,
the
this
best
isn't
use
showing
of
off their talent.
Is that the best
Exactly.
use of them?
I know.
Yeah.
But I did love MDP's
I
dance. Like I loved
their
it so
dance.
much.
Yeah.
I wish we had gotten more close-ups on Chloe.
Yeah.
But like I understand why we didn't, because
Yeah.
it was a group dance and they wanted to show us the group. Rather
And it
than-
was, like, her
the girl
first
in
time.
front was so good. I wanted to like see her centered in an episode. The girl in front during the spins.
They were so
The tons.
together. Like that
They were
dance
so
was so tight.
It reminded me of Abby's choreography, to be
It
honest.
did to me too. And it was like the way that they also like one would pop up and then the other side would pop and then it would all like kind of come together and they would all be in sync at the end. You know,
Yeah.
like I loved it.
I was impressed.
Because
Yeah.
I guess the thing and like Abby's or the ALDC solos and group dance versus MDP's group dance, it's just kind of like we didn't see from ALDC like, you know, multiple pirouette turns, any sort of like huge leaps, huge extensions. Like they just didn't have a lot. I don't want to call them tricks, but like that's what they kind of are, I guess, for the competition judges. They want to see that you can do, you know, quadruple or, you know, like 6 pirouettes in a row and then go into like an illusion or something like that. Like they want to see some badass choreography.
Alyssa says the minis were in there to bring the age group down so they could compete with MDP.
Oh, Alyssa, good point. Good point. Thanks, girl. Yeah, that's we forget about that. Those little like rule things, those little
Yeah.
sneaky
Sneaky.
behind the scenes things. Okay, so cool. Let's go to the end of the competition.
The awards and such.
So solos were pretty disappointing.
Again, the style of dance just
Yeah.
it doesn't place.
Yeah.
So neither Macy, Nia, or Cameron placed at all. And honestly, I mean, I guess I'm not that surprised. I was hoping
I wasn't.
one of
either,
them
really.
would get, you know, someplace, but like,
I was really surprised about Nia
yeah.
because I really loved her dance. I thought it was so mature. I loved her outfit. I loved everything about it.
Loved her
Her
outfit.
acting, all of her, like she hit every move. Like I loved it so much. I don't know why that didn't play.
I think she did good. I just don't think there were enough elements in it to make it like a competitive dance. Yeah.
You know, one thing I noticed in Nia's dance is that she did this like contraction on the floor where her feet were pointed like this. It was so like, which is what you're supposed to do. And it's funny because like Abby would consistently always say that Nia has terrible
Sickle feet.
terrible feet. She was always like getting on her about her feet. And I don't know, like I grew up dancing, but not as intense as like this as Abby's studio, so I don't know those specifics like that, but I was just kind of like, damn, with Mia's feet is able to do that, but yet Abby still tells her she has bad feet all the time. That's crazy.
And can we also talk about the way that that Lorianne reacted to Macy's little thing, like how
Her
she
mess
messed up and stuff? Like that was so different to compare to how like Abby would have handled it. You know,
Totally.
Lorianne like went and like said like it's fine, like it's, and I love that because it's like you're not crushing down the dancer for not remembering her routine, but then she didn't just stand there either. She like freestyled and she made it her own. So
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like the fact she freestyled also says something about Abby's training.
Yeah.
Because I feel like she goes out of her way to like teach them like, here's what you do if you mess up a dance. You don't just stand in the middle of the stage and freak out.
Totally. Yeah, she was really like, if they hadn't called out the fact that she messed up, I wouldn't have known.
me either.
Yeah.
Alyssa says I was very underwhelmed with the solos. I'm wondering who called in Lorianne. She has
Alyssa's throwing some shade.
She's an amazing choreographer, but her work doesn't fit Dance Moms production messed up, which I kind of agree with. And
Wasn't it what's her name's mom? I'm blanking
Lily's?
out too. No. Bryn's mom, Ashley, called her in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Called in Lorianne.
I
Yeah.
mean,
How does she even know her, though?
I feel like production's like, here's the number. Call in this person.
That's true.
yeah.
It's on
Get-
production.
Somebody with, and Lorianne has like, I was looking at her IMDb, like she has choreographed for like Dancing with the Stars, and she's choreographed for, I guess they did like Skating with the Stars for a while. She's got this like big long resume of TV credits, so maybe they wanted somebody who was already a little like TV friendly, like kind of, I don't know, like there were like legal reasons or something that they were picking somebody. Who knows? I'm just guessing. I don't know.
Someone with time and someone who had dance experience.
But I mean, I'm so impressed. Like, oh, I would love to take a class of hers, but she doesn't want me to take a class of hers, but I would love it. And then so then they call the group dance, and the ALDC gets 4th place, which I don't know if I've ever seen the ALDC place 4th in a competition.
I have, but it's like maybe once every 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And about the group dance, Marhadley in the chat, I probably said that wrong, said if they hadn't explained the point of that dance, I would not have gotten it.
The robot dance.
Which I agree with.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But to
I
be
was like, what
fair,
are these costumes?
a lot of their dances, I don't fully. I'm always just kind of like, really? I don't know.
Well, the driving one, and then the where have all the children gone? I feel like the ones that are like kind of darker themed, I
the
guess.
ones that are about death, Becca
The ones
totally
that actually
gets.
have like a story,
Yeah.
I get.
Yeah. I hear ya. And so MVP gets first.
Yeah.
Yay! Go
Yay!
Chloe!
Yeah.
I was like Instagram storying last night while watching it, and I'm like, Chloe's back! I'm so happy! And I was like trying not to squeal because I'm trying not to wake up the people next to me. So, yeah.
I know. And it's her like first win being back dancing. So like
It's
I
her
was
first
so
week,
happy.
and she
Yeah.
won.
Yeah.
And she won.
Good for Chloe. Good job, Chloe.
And her dancing was really good in the group dance. When they did close-ups on her, I was like, yeah, you go, Chloe.
So, Karina, what were you gonna say when about Chloe going to like congratulate them?
Oh, well, yeah, like I just thought that she was like so mature about it, and like she went and she was like, well, congratulations, like I know we're not on the same team, but it's like I just want you guys to know like how happy I am and all this stuff for you guys, even though like they didn't win, you know. But and so I just thought that was like nice, especially after like everything that happened with Jill and Christy and everything, and even Jill like gave her a hug and was like, you know, you're still family and stuff, but it's like
She's the polar opposite of her mom.
she
totally.
totally
At least that's
is.
how they display her in the show, because Christy's like, oh, I'm sorry you didn't win, and it's like kind of like a fake like, I'm sorry, I'm so surprised you didn't win.
Oh yeah,
type
when she
thing.
went after.
I was like, dang, savage.
Yeah. I agreed with you when I thought at first I was like, oh, Chloe's really mature and that's super nice of her to just come in and politely congratulate. But she just, I don't know, to me at the end she slid in this like little, she was like, because like none of your solos place, like why do you think that is? Like none of them, she said something like that where I was just kind of like, okay, like it was nice at first, and then I felt there was just like a slight little bit of shade at the end. I don't know. That's just how it struck me.
I love Chloe. Chloe can do no wrong
Yeah.
on this show.
Have you met her before?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
But she's incredible.
Are you working on getting her in here?
They're in a different state right now.
Oh,
But
busy.
if anything happens,
Yeah.
then I will tweet out if she comes in.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
stay tuned. Possibly, hopefully.
I know one of our YouTube commenters said that the AfterBuzz TV should cover So Sharp. I guess it's a new dance show. Have you guys heard of it?
I have not.
Is it the one that played right after Dance Moms?
Uh-huh.
It's on.
Oh,
wait, is it
yeah.
on Lifetime?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think so.
Because I know, like, after I finished watching Dance Moms, there was, like, another show that was also, like, about dance. I don't know if that one
It
was
had
so
the
sharp.
guy coach.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's it or not. I don't know.
Oh.
I forgot to look it up. So we will be working on that. We will check that out because maybe we'll love it. I was gone last week because I went to the Bring It had a live show here in Los Angeles.
I saw that.
Went to see
Who'd
that.
you go with? Did you go with
Howard,
Okay,
who
yeah,
hosts-
you went with Howard.
Yeah, Howard the Third. We hosted the Bring It panel for AfterBuzz.
I love Howard.
Yeah, Howard's so fun. So we went to that, and that was cool. Miss D like hosted the show, and it was like just such a cool thing
That's
to
so
see it
cool.
live. Yeah.
Do you all think Chloe coming back was a production move? That's what Alyssa says.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was,
Definitely.
but I think at the same time, like, she was on board to come back.
Yeah.
And
I feel like it was a production move too, because with
They were
everything
probably
of
like, "Here's
Abby
money."
going
Right,
on, I just
right.
felt like maybe that's why it was like a way for Abby to kind of leave and bring Chloe for more drama, more ratings too, and
Totally.
everything.
Because, like, without Abby, without Maddie, they probably were like, we need to kind of up our star power a little
Yeah.
bit. And, like, Chloe has not that, I mean, all the girls have a big following, but, like, Chloe is going to, like, bring in a lot of viewers that they, might have lost when Maddie left.
And because of the way that they left off, how
Yeah.
Chloe and Christy left off before they left. So
Yeah. Agreed.
Cool. So that's about it for the episode. Do you guys have anything else to add before we move into another section?
well, Lorianne is coming back next week.
Lori?
She is.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised. And based on the preview, I think the moms are going to realize that, like, she's not
out to
a
be.
competition
Yeah.
choreographer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to say
And
the
then maybe
least.
that's when Abby comes back. You never know.
Never know.
Abby's like, hey.
And she's like,
Well,
I'm back. How'd it
I
go?
know that she is going to be back.
Yeah. You know that Abby's going to be back?
Yes, via social media. She's definitely going to be back at some point before
Okay.
everything that's gone down
Good
recently.
to know. Should we, I don't know, because the couple things that I have to say, I can't really tell if they're news and gossip or predictions. It's kind of a combination of two. So,
Just play both at the same
Okay.
time, both sound
both
effects.
news and gossip and predictions.
AfterBuzz TV. And now, your AfterBuzz TV.
Yes, Josh.
Woo! Josh is killing it. Thank you.
Slaying.
Thank you, Josh.
I got you.
So the reason I say this is kind of both is because I was reading an article that was like, why haven't we know through gossip that Cheryl Burke is going to become the new teacher, but she's not here yet. And so my prediction is that Cheryl's really we're only probably going to see her for like one episode or two episodes. It's not like, I feel like she's not going to like take over the rest of the season.
Ooh.
That's my guess.
I'm gonna give it away. I do think I know the answer.
Oh, if you know something,
that?
give it away.
Based on what I've seen on social media, she's taught the girls pretty consistently throughout the last couple episodes, but she hasn't taught all the girls.
Oh, okay. She's formed like
It's
a
been
special squad.
I think it's Nia, Kendall, Kalani, Cameron, and Chloe.
The old, not Kendall?
Kendall.
Oh, okay.
Kendall
Pretty
and
much all
Chloe.
the older girls.
And then, yeah, the older girls. And then Abby's going to come back and is choreographing and is teaching
The minis.
the minis. So Eliana, Liliana, Macy, and Bryn.
Oh, Bryn too, huh?
Yeah, Bryn's going to be with Abby, I think.
That's pretty cool. I kind of like that. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I dig it. The other piece of news that I was reading, and this doesn't surprise me at all, is you guys remember Jordan Rodriguez? That was Abby's boy toy from 2 episodes ago. He made a statement to Radar that was like, "Oh, you thought we were romantically involved? Oh, no, I'm not her boyfriend. Like, I'm just her friend." It's like, okay, like, obviously, I have a feeling what went down was that he couldn't say anything until that episode aired, and then now it's just kind of like, oh, now he can be like, oh yeah, that was.
I feel like he was quite a bit younger than her.
Oh, for
yeah,
sure.
Yeah, he
like,
was. But I
probably.
thought the way that they made it seem, obviously the production and stuff, how, you know, she was like all giggly and all, oh, like I just came back from like I'm wearing the same clothes as the night before, you know, type of thing. So they made it seem, or maybe it wasn't the same guy.
I bet it. I mean, I feel like it was just like a production move. They just wanted to make that
Definitely.
part of the
Yeah.
storyline, and because it's just a very
Production is smart on the show.
And he, he was like, yeah, we're not romantically involved, and they've had no contact since Abby's been in jail for the past month. It's not like he's like been writing her emails or something. So.
Oh, interesting comment I want to read about Christy before we end the show. Which I kind of agree with. Marhodily says, I don't know if I'm saying this right. Tweet me and correct me if I'm wrong. But says, I think a lot of Christy's issues are that she doesn't know how to say things, especially when producers tell her to say something.
That could be true.
I think that is a problem. Because I feel like she's actually probably a level-headed person, maybe. I don't know if I'm giving too much credit. But
Yeah.
Producers.
Yeah.
I think they make them seem something
Hashtag
like they're
it's all
not.
producers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, because if somebody tells you, I think that's the reason that reality TV is the way it is because if somebody said like, Becca, confront Karina about, you think she stole your phone, and then like it's just kind of human nature to start pretending to be angry. Like the rules of improv are to like approach the situation like from a different angle. So like you don't have to start a fight, and I think that's just kind of what most people do. Like if a producer tells you like this is the situation, do that. It's like human nature to take it from an angry point of view. Like I'm going to be aggressive about this. That's probably
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Also, Alyssa says that Nia, Chloe, Kalani, and Kendall are going on meet and greet tours with their moms and recently took promo pictures for it.
Nice.
So, other news.
Are they coming to LA?
Are they coming to LA?
Again.
Because I may want to go. We should all go.
We should go.
Eh.
Have you been to the studio in West LA?
We have been. Last season, Abby did a little, like, meet and greet Q&A thing there.
You went to it?
And we went to the studio.
Yeah.
It was fun.
That's cool.
Got to see where all the moms
She was
sit.
very nice. She was funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was really funny.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, awesome. Well, I think we will wrap it up unless anybody have anything else last minute? Should we go ahead and wrap it up?
No, I think.
But I'm
Okay.
excited for next week.
Yes.
Hey, Alyssa in the chat, thank you so much. You're awesome.
Yeah,
Throwing it in there.
Everybody on the chat.
Yeah,
Everybody
everyone
on
on
the
the
chat.
chat. Everyone.
Yeah.
Chat with us every week.
Yeah, remember on
Wednesdays,
on
8 p.m.
YouTube, you can like us and comment and tell us your thoughts. And real quick, everybody want to say their handles?
Yes. I'm Becca. Y'all can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Becca B Talks TV. Also, AfterBuzz has merch. So
Go buy
check
it.
out www.tpublic.com /user/AfterBuzz TV and buy merch and tweet us pictures.
Oh, cool.
And I'm Karina Vargas. You guys can find me everywhere on Twitter and Instagram at KarinaXVRGS.
Awesome. And I'm Tamra Brown, and you can find me on YouTube at Hey Tamra. Thank you guys so much. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.